There you
I
are. Fantastic.
am.
Okay, so
Certainly am.
now, Rory, good evening to you. I know Rory very well. Here's my father. As I mentioned, he's mentored me not only in life, but in this business for many, many years. And he's one of the, between him and my mother, Noela, they're one of the key reasons why I started this business. I spent 13 years of my life working in the investment banking industry, and I learned a very valuable lesson. I grew up in this home of near-life entrepreneurs. And one of the things that really stuck out for me is my parents loved what they did. They found purpose and passion. They changed people's lives. They changed their life. They would, whether it was a Monday morning or Friday afternoon, they had energy. They loved what they did. And I found none of that in the investment banking industry. And that's what really made me disillusioned with what I was doing, and made me take a closer look at this near-life opportunity. So Rory, welcome to the call. I know you started your journey at a time that probably wasn't great for you. Tell us, where did it begin?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Drew. Hello, folks. Nice chatting to you. And thank you, Drew, for doing such a good, comprehensive coverage of our near-life opportunity. And, well, as Drew said, we've been part of this business for many, many years. When we started off many, many years ago, it was quite a challenge. In fact, I've got a little saying here, which, often in life, when all appears to be falling apart, it's actually falling together. And, so often that is what I can speak with experience on that, because that's what was happening to us 46 years ago. I went through the normal commercial training and went into business, and then started my own business. And Noela and I were working as hard as we knew how at that. We eventually sold that business, and then the wheels fell off. Suddenly we were going through this trauma of knowing, no income, having to fight to keep the roof over our head, scratching to put a meal on the table. We've been down that road, and it is frightening. It's a lousy experience. And I know that there are literally many thousands and thousands of people who are currently in that situation today due to the coronavirus. Okay. So what I'm going to talk to you about is, yes, tough times are tough, but with a bit of hindsight, it's during these tough times that we grow as people. And it's during these tough times that we actually sometimes change direction completely. And, it's during the tough times that we build skills and we build character. And we are so thankful for our tough times in the beginning, because we came through that far better people than we started. And so bear that in mind. Tough times are good, and you've just got to work your way through it. So if I'm speaking to anyone today, which I know I am, there are thousands of people literally in that situation. And, there's no doubt in my mind, everyone speaks about the coronavirus, but I believe the economic devastation from the virus is far greater than the actual virus from a health perspective, because the economic devastation is going to take years to work through. And, the saying that in life, it's not what happens in life, but what you actually do about what happens that's going to determine the outcome. And so I want you to just consider that. Just to give you a bit of background, our starting point, we were in desperate times. And the interesting thing was the industry, NeoLife, or the network marketing industry, which we were part of, was in its infancy. It had zero credibility. And in fact, we had zero credibility as well in those days. And today, the network marketing industry is the fastest growing business model in the world. So what we're doing is right, okay? The key, though, is to, what I really believe that's happened over time is everything that NeoLife has actually done in the past. It's actually put you in a perfect position to start your very own business with the backing of NeoLife, okay? Because you don't want to work for a boss anymore. You must stop working for other people. Start taking the responsibility of your own destiny in your own hands. Drew pointed out, you do not work for NeoLife. They become your supplier and actually work on your behalf. And NeoLife, the company, Drew's given a very good coverage. It's a trustworthy company. It's built on sound principles. My association with them for 46 odd years, I've never at any stage had to doubt the integrity of the company, and that's pretty exceptional. Okay. The product range is exceptional. Need, necessity, and I like to call them consumable products. That's the difference. We don't sell chairs and tables that are going to last for 100 years or so. We sell you a product that you're either going to consume as a nutritional product, or in the laundry as a laundry powder, or as a dishwashing liquid. These are all products that people use and consume on a daily basis. So we've got this incredibly good product range as well. And so while most people out there are downsizing and getting rid of staff, we're actually growing. We've had some very, very good months. And so the timing, your timing is absolutely perfect. There's also that, what I like to call a brilliant compensation plan that NeoLife offers. It's a very fair method of profit sharing. And so you get into this profit sharing plan, which pays every month reliably, a reliable payment every single month. And it can help you develop a very sustainable income for your family's current needs. And over time, it's what I call a residual income plan that you can actually build and pass on generation to generation. We've got some families in the USA now who are third generation of NeoLife. And so it's this incredible family business that you can do together as husband and wife and build a business that you can pass on to generation to generation. And that to me is very unique, and it's very much a NeoLife uniqueness.
Okay. Rory, you mentioned the industry there, and I just want to touch on that. I've got a slide I want to share with people. Yes, when you started, it was a new industry. Maybe it didn't have the wheels that it does today. But check this out. As an industry, right now, NeoLife is a $192 billion global industry. Right now, there are 118 million active distributors in network marketing. So if anybody tells you that nobody's interested in network marketing opportunity, know that there are 118 million active distributors around the world. Over $200 million gets paid out to network marketing distributors every single day, over $200 million. And this is a real kicker. Over 43% of sales is coming from emerging markets such as Africa. And I just believe that puts us immediately in a very, very strong position when we're talking home business opportunity.
Good. Thank you, Drew. That's so good. These youngsters are all bright with their facts and fancy computer work and everything, but that's true. That's the way it is. Okay, thank you. Okay, so, those are just a few keys on the business itself. But I want to just share a few keys with you that might help you in your decision-making process if you're looking at this business for the first time, or if you're already part of the business, this might be of value to you. The starting point in anything in life is to determine what you actually want out of it. What do you want out of your life? In other words, what is your why? In fact, I believe 95% of people fail in life because they never establish what they truly want, their why. And the little saying that where the mind goes, reality follows. What are you thinking about? What is your destiny? What are you planning towards? Because if you haven't got a clearly defined plan, you're going nowhere. So get your why sorted out. And there's nothing more powerful in life than a made-up mind, where you've made up your mind that you're going to do something. The next little success tip I want to give you, and it's one that affected us so dramatically in the beginning. It's simply this: don't allow negative people to stand in your way and steal your dreams. I say this for a reason, because when Noela and I joined, we were all enthusiastic and all the rest of it. The first guy I spoke to was my insurance broker, and he put a damper on it like you'd never believed. He said we were going to go broke, the company wouldn't be around, etc., etc. And here we are 46 years later. We've made a lot of money out of this business. And, if we listened to this guy, where would we have been today? So don't allow negative people to stand in your way, because yes, you will get rejection in the beginning, but you've got to just keep on keeping on until such time as you've got the wheels turning in it. The third thing I'd like to suggest is when you join this business is to hold yourself accountable. You are the managing director of your own business. The success or failure of this business does not depend on NeoLife. It does not depend on your sponsor. It depends on you and the team you will develop over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it's going to be. Okay. So hold yourself accountable. I like to use the term go pro, become a professional at what you do, master your trade, master the skills. Okay. And the skills will be taught, but remember that success is 80% mindset, how you think, and 20% skills. So it's all about winning in your mind first. What you see, you'll do, okay? And what you think about, you'll achieve. So make that a priority, that you hold yourself accountable and that you just keep on keeping on until you achieve what you want. When Noela and I joined, we started off, it sounds ridiculous today, but our initial goal was to earn an extra 250 Rand per month. Would you believe it? It's chicken feed today. But in those days, it was quite a sizable portion of extra income. And so we joined purely to make some money. So we started making that, and it started growing, and our belief started growing, and our ability started growing. And over time, something interesting started to happen. We actually found that besides us making extra money, the people we were influencing in the business started making extra money as well. Some of them tremendously well. Okay, not everyone's going to make a million out of this, but a lot have. Okay, so it's a question of we saw the other people around us, we saw their lives improving and being uplifted as well through this opportunity. So our motivation of making money over time evolved into our greatest passion was seeing other people succeed. And that's the very catalyst, the very thing that keeps Noela and I involved. At our age, we should be quietly retired. We love what we're doing today. And we are living a lifestyle far beyond our wildest dreams. But the beautiful thing is the passion of it is we are helping other people to help themselves financially. A little saying, to enrich the lives of others through the richness of your own. Remember that, to enrich the lives of others through the richness of your own. And so those are a few little things. Now, in our journey, we found out another interesting little thing, that success is not only cash. Most people think if I've got plenty of money in the bank, I'm successful. Not at all. Money helps, but success is you've got to get a balanced success, and it starts off with a mental success, and that's correct thinking. And we got trained on that. We were mentored in that. It helped us through the training and through the conventions and everything we went to in time, and the books we read. We started to read, and by the way, one of the most motivating books I've ever read is the Bible. Maybe you should try starting there. It's a very good book to read. It's a motivational book. But we started off by growing mentally, and then physically we started becoming conscious of what we ate, of the nutrition supplementation and how food processing took place. So you've got to be mentally fit, you've got to be physically fit, you've got to be spiritually fit. These are things which you've got to build on. And then socially fit as well. That's your relationship with others and your relationship with your family, socially fit. And then lastly, financially fit. That comes in at the end, but work towards a balanced success, not just cash in the bank. So, for those of you who are looking at this business, my thought tonight, or my encouragement, is that it could be the very best thing you've ever done. It certainly was for us. When we started, we didn't have the slightest clue as to what would happen. And over time, it became a way of life. And as I mentioned, we saw other people's lives being enhanced as well. And so what I would suggest you do is have the courage to try. Don't make excuses. Excuses are for the weak. A lot of people say things like, oh, I haven't got the time. Well, you know, it's not the time that's really the problem there. It's you haven't got the dedication, okay, or the motivation. So get that sorted out. Another person might say, well, I can't sell. That's fine. I can't sell either, but I can encourage. And so you become an encourager, not necessarily a salesperson. And so, you know, what I recommend you do is tonight, make a decision. Be conscious about that decision, because this decision is going to not only impact you, but it's going to impact everyone you know in your family for the good. So get back to the person who invited you down, get details, and get connected as soon as possible, because today is the very first day of the rest of your life, and that's where you're going to be living. So I want to thank you for your time. I hope it's been of some value to you. God bless you all, and we look forward to meeting you along the way, along this incredible journey that you're about to get started in. Thank you. Good night.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rory. We so appreciate that. And I just, you know, I'm not going to add much to that at all, but every successful journey, and this is what Rory spoke to me. You know, when I looked at this opportunity, I knew it worked. I'd lived it. I'd seen where it had taken my family from where we were to where we were, you know, to where we are. And I remember saying to Rory, okay, well, show me how it works. Show me the marketing plan. Teach me about the products. And eventually, Rory said to me, you don't have to know it all. What you need is faith. You know, and every successful journey starts with the first step of faith. It's a man or woman having the courage to take that first step. And what is faith? Faith is believing in something that you have not yet seen. And so if a home-based business is on the cards for you, then yep, you know, get back to the person who got you onto this call. Get your questions answered so you're in the position to make an informed decision and take that step of faith. Nobody can take that step for you. And we are here. We would love to welcome you into this NeoLife family and walk this journey with you. And so from myself, Drew McDermid, from Rory McDermid, and the entire NeoLife family and community, we just want to wish you magnificent health and prosperity. And thank you for joining us on this call. Good night to you all.
Good night. Thank you. Ciao.